Shortly, the official party will enter the graduation hall. When they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of the national anthem. Could you please stand for the academic procession?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement of country.
Thank you. Budri Mulinawul, everyone. Good morning, and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to join you in the acknowledgement of country this morning. My family in fact descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when clan groups were smaller and abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 230 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them, as they have done around here for the past 30,000 years. So please consider, this is not a vision or an ideal to be yet achieved. This was normal life for us for the longest time, and not that long ago either. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by finishing up and letting you graduate. All right, congratulations to you all. Have a beautiful day and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
I am pleased to introduce Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic of Macquarie University, Professor Rawdon Wilkinson.
Thank you, Chris, for that wonderful welcome. It's always so nice to have you with us. Thank you. Distinguished guests, graduands, colleagues, it's my pleasure to welcome you here today for this graduation ceremony. I bring with me a special greeting from our Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, and members of our University Council, the governing body of the university, along with a hearty congratulations to our graduands for what you have achieved. I want to extend a special welcome to the families and friends and supporters of our graduands. The fact that you have been invited here on this special day is proof positive that you've played an important part in shaping the successes that we are gathered here to celebrate. I'm particularly pleased to see so many younger members of our community here today. You're especially welcome. At Macquarie, we believe that all celebrations are enriched by the presence of children. They are, after all, future Macquarie students. We'd like them to feel right at home. So parents, guardians, please do not feel the pressure to keep your children quiet. Let them be. We're all part of the Macquarie community. Graduands, you've worked so hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you have achieved. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires a desire to realize your passion, your dreams, a pursuit of inquiry, and a determination to succeed. Well done. I'm so pleased to be able to congratulate each of you. In many ways, today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of the next. This room is very much symbolic of that journey. You entered as graduands, eligible to have your respective degrees conferred on you. You leave as graduates, looking forward to futures of extraordinary possibility. It's worth dwelling on the journey you have taken so far, what this room means, and what lies ahead. Each of you came to Macquarie with a unique set of hopes and dreams. Only you will know what those hopes and dreams were. And while those sat around you will have been animated by unique possibilities for the future, you all chose to come to Macquarie to help guide you on your way. Take a moment to look around at you, at your peers. Think about the hopes and dreams that brought you here, and imagine what brought others here as well. It is in this room that your individual aspirations come together to create an extraordinary force that will shape the future. And it is here that we wish you well for what lies ahead. A little later in the ceremony, you'll come up onto this stage and receive your degree. Remember, the steps that you take as you walk across this stage represent the transition to the next phase in your life. Savor those steps. Don't be anxious or nervous or too quick to get across the stage. Enjoy them. They are as simple as crossing a platform from one train to the next, one that will soon depart on the next stage of your life. Shortly after you've received your degree, you'll have your photograph taken. This will help you remember that it is in this grand hall that you took those steps on the realization of your dreams. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. At its very best, a university education takes students on a mind-expanding journey, during which time the horizons of life possibility are broadened to an extent that had not previously been imagined. This is what we provide at Macquarie. We offer an encounter with knowledge and its application that sets you up to succeed in life. The provision of such a transformative experience requires that we have first-rate educators, some of whom are sitting behind me, passionate for and committed to the craft of education and the pursuit of understanding. But good teaching requires more than just good pedagogy. It also requires imagination. Without imagination and an appreciation of as yet unthought possibility, you would not be able to use what you have learnt to translate that into positive change for yourselves and society. As the late science fiction writer Ursula Le Guin put it, imagination is the single most useful tool humanity possesses. All of us have to learn how to invent our lives, make them up, imagine them. We need to be taught these skills. We need guides to show us how. Without them, our lives get made up for us by other people. It is this capacity to teach wisdom through the encouragement of imagination that is a hallmark of educational excellence and is a Macquarie advantage. It is our way of multiplying your potential. It goes without saying that we pride ourselves on the quality of education that you receive, the support and facilities we provide, and the community we have all built. The transformative effect that a Macquarie education will have on your lives is matched by the transformation of our own institution in the 60 years since we were established, as well as in the transformative effects that we as a community have had and will have on the world in which we live. We are a thoroughly modern, forward-thinking university. Our ambition to do good in the world knows no bounds, and we are all agents in that endeavour. It's an exciting time for Macquarie University. As you will, I'm sure, have noticed, we're nearing the completion of the development of our physical campus. What a beautiful place it is. I hope that you will take the time to immerse yourself in our surroundings before you leave, and I hope that you will come back, if only to reminisce and to see our further development. While we're always looking to transform understandings of the world and the way we convey that knowledge, the things we all value about Macquarie will not change. The warmth, friendliness, inclusivity, and compassion that are hallmarks of our university will endure. This is who we are, and it will continue to be so. Remember, you are always welcome here, and you will be forever part of our community. More than 240,000 people have graduated from Macquarie University. Over 16,000 of those have graduated in this very hall since it was completed in 2020. We count among our global alumni graduates from more than 140 countries. We are, as our Vice-Chancellor puts it, distinctly Australian, yet thoroughly global. We will always be a leader in education and in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, things in common, and care about each other even when our points of view diverge. In a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community we proudly call Macquarie University. Before I do that, I'd like to introduce our occasional speaker for today. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you David Heap. David is an organisational psychologist with over 40 years of experience. He is a fellow and former chair of the College of Organisational Psychologists. He has a B-Science in Psychology Honours from UNSW and an MBA from AGSM. He began his career with the Royal Australian Air Force, and after working in several government departments, completed his MBA and took the plunge into consulting, working for firms such as PA Consulting, KPMG, and Deloitte. His career has covered most of the areas of practice within organisational psychology: selection and recruitment, psychological assessment, human resource systems, outplacement and career counselling, change management, and learning and development. And reflecting his preference for diversity of practice, he has also worked as a student counsellor, written neurological assessment reports, and provided pre-sentencing forensic court reports. For the last 20 years of his career, he has focused on leadership development and executive coaching. His clients are primarily professionals working in senior executive roles in large organisations and professional service firms. He is often asked to undertake career planning, team building, organisational change, policy reviews, strategic facilitation, and conflict management. David, I now invite you to deliver our occasional address.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, members of faculty, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, families and friends. Thank you very much for inviting me to make this occasional address at your graduation ceremony. I've chosen to talk to you today about diversity in psychology. This is because I believe diversity leads to success, not just for our profession, but also for each of us as practicing psychologists. However, I have observed that the diversity of psychology in Australia has been greatly reduced in the last 20 years, with the rise of what I would describe as a mental health-focused monoculture. And to put some figures on this, there are currently about 11,000 registered clinical psychologists in Australia. That's half of all endorsed psychologists. The next largest group is counselling, with about 1,000 members. There's 800 clinical neuropsychologists and almost 700 organisational psychologists. Looking to the future, there's currently 66 master's programs in clinical psychology in Australia. This compares to only 5 programs for organisational psychologists. There used to be 8. Similarly, for clinical neuropsychology, there are now only 5 programs across the country. There used to be 7. Counselling now only has 1, as does sports and exercise psychology. I believe the challenge of addressing the very real and serious mental health issues of Australians is not best served by continuing a narrow focus on just providing post-diagnosis clinical treatment. A more comprehensive and effective approach would be to better utilise non-clinical psychologists in a preventative health role. The metaphor often used is that we need to just stop drowning people out of the water and instead go upstream to stop them from falling in the water in the first place. All areas of practice have a contribution to make. But as an organisational psychologist, I'd just like to point out one important contribution that we can make by designing psychologically safe and healthy workplaces that not only protect people from threats to their mental health, but also to create fulfilling work experiences that promote well-being and productivity. Which I think is also an important point. A fully diversified psychology should be focused not just on mental health, but also on a variety of benefits that each area of practice can contribute to our communities. So including a just legal system, equitable and effective education, healthy lifestyles, a productive workforce, and fulfilling careers. Now, this is not to disparage or undermine the contributions of clinical psychologists. What I am seeking is a psychology that includes clinical psychologists and clinical neuropsychologists and organisational psychologists and all the other areas of practice as part of a broad and diverse profession that will be more effective in serving the Australian people. So, call to action. What can you do as newly minted psychologists to promote diversity within the profession? Get registered, get endorsed, join the relevant Australian Psychological Society member group for your area of practice. Get active in and help them support and advocate on behalf of your area of practice. The Psychology Board of Australia, the regulatory body for the profession, is currently undertaking a review of the areas of endorsed practice. And all of us need to speak up and have our collective voices heard to ensure the future registration system supports diversity in our profession. Okay, so taking off my hat now as former chair of the College of Org Psychs and moving now into my other roles of being a career advisor, mentor and practice supervisor, I'd like to move on to how your own personal diversity can help you become successful psychologists. Now, when I talk about personal diversity, I refer not just to the usual demographic characteristics of gender, ethnicity, religion and identity, but also your individual capabilities, the experience, knowledge and skills that you bring to your work, as well as the deeper psychological diversity of your values, personality, preferences and motivators that will guide where and for what purpose you will apply your capabilities. So my simple rule for choosing a career path or a career focus is do what you're both good at, what are your strengths and capabilities, and what you love. What do you enjoy doing? What do you care about and have a passion for? The overlap in the middle is your area of focus and pursuit. And in fact, avoid the corollary. Don't do things you hate and you're crap at. As psychologists, we're in a more favourable position than most to know ourselves. Use the tools and resources available to you professionally as a psychologist to learn about yourself and then use these insights to shape your skills and knowledge to better serve what your passions are leading you to do. In my case, I started as a clinician with my first job being a mixed clinical and organisational role, and I've always considered my current work in leadership development and executive coaching to lie in that overlap between the clinical and the organisational areas of practice. Whatever the area of psychology you intend to practice in, reach out across the divisions and find out what the clinical, organisational, neuro, sports, health, cognitive and social psychology can offer you. Now, the APS is a good starting point for your continuing professional development, but also be prepared to look elsewhere. Consult your colleagues and be prepared to explore the whole world of learning opportunities out there. So, in conclusion, being narrowly focused and siloed does not lead to long-term sustainable success for any of us psychologists as individuals nor for our profession. Our collective and individual long-term success lies in fully embracing and utilising our diversity. Thank you for inviting me here today, and I wish you all the very best success in your psychology careers.
Sincere thanks, David, for your welcome comments. It's very much an important part of our celebration that we bring occasional speakers here today. Graduation is such an important part of the university calendar. My colleagues and I always look forward to these ceremonies and to conferring degrees on those who have met the requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Taryn Jones, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admissions to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and my authority delegated from Council, I admit each of you present here today, and also those who are unable to join us, to the degrees for which you have qualified. Many congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences. I now call on Professor Roger Chung, Deputy Dean, Research and Innovation from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, to present the graduates. Professor Chung.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, which contains two schools, the Macquarie Medical School and the School of Psychological Sciences, and three departments, Health Sciences, Chiropractic and Linguistics, as well as one research institute, the Australian Institute of Health Innovation. The faculty is a core component of the Macquarie University Health Sciences Centre, which is a unique academic health enterprise in Australia, as Macquarie is the only university that integrates its learning and research with clinical practice here on campus at our own health service, which we call MQ Health. MQ Health provides the opportunity for students enrolled within the faculty to learn or to undertake research in an environment where real clinical practice is occurring. The faculty is proud of the way it integrates its learning and its health and medical research with patient care, captured by the purpose of MQ Health in three words: heal, learn, discover. In research, the faculty has particular strengths in psychological sciences, of which we are very proud, as well as neurosciences, cancer, clinical trials, and health systems research. Students in the faculty are studying one of 9 undergraduate degrees, or a larger number of postgraduate coursework or research degrees. These include our new graduate entry medical degree, the Doctor of Medicine, the Doctor of Physiotherapy, the Master of Public Health, the Master of Research, and our premium research degree, the Doctor of Philosophy. The majority of the graduates to be presented today are graduating from the faculty's Bachelor of Psychology. I will also be presenting graduates who have completed their research degrees at master's and doctorate levels, including the Master of Professional Psychology and the Master of Research. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality, shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. For those of you in the audience, you'll be able to identify our PhD graduates by the funny hats, so please congratulate them later on. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the degree of Master of Clinical Neuropsychology, Dr. Adam James Vucic, for a thesis entitled Elucidating Qualities of Cognitively Stimulating Activities and Implications for Neuropsychological Function in Older People at Risk of Dementia. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the degree of Master of Clinical Psychology, Dr. Dino Zagic, for a thesis entitled Loneliness and Social Connectedness, Underlying Mechanisms and Treatment Targets. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the degree of Master of Organisational Psychology, Dr. Alana Jansen, for a thesis entitled The Intersectionality of Diversity and the Team Effectiveness. Dr. Madison Coe, for a thesis entitled Investigating the Role of Supervisor Support in Enhancing Workplace Resilience Training Outcomes. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Priscilla Costa, for a thesis entitled Alcohol Consumption and a Sex-Dependent Predisposition for Methamphetamine Use, Brain and Behavioural Effects. Dr. Leza Umpierrez, for a thesis entitled The Therapeutic Potential of Cannabidiol, Cannabigerol and Cannabis Extract for Methamphetamine Use Disorder, a preclinical investigation. Dr. Merrick Powell, for a thesis entitled Music Containing Violent Themes, From Curiosity to Passion. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Cognitive and Brain Sciences and Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Vivian Liu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Class 1, Leah Dawson. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences and Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Angus French. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Class 1, Ashley Seaton. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Kate Gilferin. Sarah Luetti. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Psychology, Edmund Luck. Hao Loon Peng. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Cognitive and Brain Sciences and Bachelor of Psychology, Georgia McFarlane. Lachlan Sapol. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Psychology, Aishwarya Karthikeyan. Ksenia Shevchenko. Vishal Siriwardena. Korhan Serzan. Daniel Stone. Sean Vuren. Georgia Volta. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Eric Gutierrez. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences and Bachelor of Psychology, Phoebe Hewitt. Caitlin Pejkovic. Lucy Wilson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology, Claire Abadua. Madison Madison Acevedo. Michaela Arjus. Yi Searle Ahn. Jennifer Arnice. Jessica Artala. Nicholas Balcom. Maximilian Bauer. Yasmina Backhouse. Samriti Bacha. Kirby Boone. James Booth. Marie Rose Brackatselis. Elsa Brown. Elise Bui. Talia Burge. Chelsea Burridge. Noemi Buzano. Sally Bian. Huang Yuan Chen. Joanna Chen. Emily Cookson. Monique Koropovsky. Joanna Dazon. Gianmarco Nicola. Lai Duk An Do. Isa Dogic. Joel Dover. Holly Driver. Amy Dunstan. Isabella Eli Assam. Aaron S. Warren. Hayat Farhat. Thomas Finlay. Tom Freestone. Juri Fujioka. Sophie Geiber. Tian Georgioskai. Madeline Gobbo. Tyus Gregory. Caitlin Grove. Dennis Hasagic. Amandi Hewa Devun Daragay. Bianca Inzatari. Abigail Jacob. Patrick Johnston. Marion Joseph. Demi Corrales. Jessie Kim. Nicholas Kiriazis. Angelique Lali Otis. Caitlin Lamb. Andrew Lee. Elizabeth Liao. Christopher Lilly. Elizabeth Lucas. Joanna Luo. Jasmine Macaroon. Bhumika Mahant. Eliza Mann. Scarlett McGrowther. Kashish Mahan. Sophia Metaksulu. Faizan Nadeem. Mehek Nangia. Isabella Nedanovsky. Joya Nicholas. Gabrielle Nunez. Rachel O'Brien. Tianu Peshke. Michaela Pisani. Jessica Pollard. Isabella Yamada. Azrin Rahman. Nicole Roberts. Alessandro Romeo. Elana Ruzi Talab. Natalie Rose. Melissa Rue. Madison Ruvolt. Sasitaran Saktival. Jana Saribong. Caitlin Savins. Christine Singh. Ritvik Somaya. Avani Sriva Stava. Vishali Sunder Archelvan. Ayla Ira Targo. Amos Tan. Lillian Tricker. Rebecca Van Eisendorn. Tanisha Wallace. Shirlu Wang. Jerome Yassar. Rira Yom Oda. Connor Young. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Neuropsychology. Elizabeth Beaumont. Brodie Clark, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations. Rishika Naha. Tamara Illich, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations. Abby Lucien. Nicola McKern, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations. Madeline Murphy. Nijashri Shah. Stacey Theocaris, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations. Ashley Wheeler. Ching Jung, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Psychology. Lin Wei Chow. Meg Comino, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations. Tara Farsen. Nicholas Handelsman. Alyssa Hannon. Victoria Hemming. Sonia Memedovic. Annabelle Richards. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Organisational Psychology, Gabriella Gustafsson. Alinda Harton. Charlotte Jackson, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Well done. Cassian Lowe. Hannah Martinson. Emily Mendelovich. Jessica Ng. Hannah Rossmarin. Freya Satawala. Aidan Taylor. Morgan Visor, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Professional Psychology, Stavrula Anderson. Vittoria Colosimo. Joseph Young. Kirsten Moss. Ramsey Nuthall. Alicia Pereira. Elliot Pring. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Graduate Diploma of Business Psychology, Katrina Flynn. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree, which consists of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation to a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research, Eugenie Dale. Nora Holmes, for a thesis entitled Pink Polygon or Polygon and Pink, Dissociating Conjunctions and Relations in Synesthesia. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, that completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I now call on Dr. Madison Coe, who graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Organisational Psychology, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Coe.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests. Thank you for the honour to speak on this significant day, and congratulations to all graduates and their amazing achievement. I have been a student at this university for 9 years. Although when I started, I did not think I would be here for this long, I guess in pursuing my passion for education or perhaps job security, here I am. And what a journey it has been. The last 9 years have taught me a lot about resilience. And it might surprise you, but it wasn't all thanks to my ex-boyfriend. Even more surprising, it wasn't just the fact that my entire PhD was on the topic of resilience. Rather, like every graduate sitting in this hall, I know that completing a degree, or 2, or 3, is hard. Studying whilst maintaining your health, mental and physical, is hard. Studying whilst investing in your relationships is hard. And studying whilst putting a roof over our heads is also hard. Although these challenges sometimes may have felt like they took more out of us than they ever gave us back, it is important to recognise the weight of what we have accomplished and the capacity for resilience we have built in ourselves along the way. From this experience, we'll take away life lessons that we will apply outside of the classroom. We'll take away the people we have met who would be a part of our lives for years to come. We will take away the skills we have built in managing our time, collaborating, dealing with conflict, and coping with stress. And I know that we have by no means perfected these things. Believe me, I think of my life as a trophy wife fairly regularly. However, our self-awareness of our current capabilities and our shortcomings will only help us to further develop. So let us take a moment to recognise our learnings and accomplishments, and to thank the people who have supported us along the way as we move forward to new experiences and challenges. Thank you to our supervisors. Thank you to our families. Mum, Dad, I'm a doctor now. And thank you to the countless friends and colleagues who probably put up with a lot of our mess. Congratulations to all of you. And remember, to my fellow experts of resilience, what doesn't kill us will make us stronger, I hope. Thank you.
Congratulations, Madison, and thank you for those words of wisdom, particularly about resilience and relationships. I think we can all relate to that. You certainly reminded many people about the wonderful times that they've had in their study. Thank you very much.
sì, ci voglio andare. E se la se intorno andrei sul ponte vecchio, ma per buttarmi in arno mi stacco e mi tormento. Vorrei Babbo, pietà, pietà.
Distinguished guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation for the fabulous Angela Brewer for that superb performance. Angela is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Please, if we can thank Angela again. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On organ, Heather Mohan Boyd, and on trumpet, Melanie McLaughlin. Wonderful. And please also join me in thanking members of our alumni community who come along to help us out with all of our graduations. Thank you. And finally, and you can't see them, but there are technical staff who help put this event on, who are behind the scenes, making sure that you can see the recordings and those who are beaming in from outside can see it. Thank you. Graduates, as you are now. You've now crossed the proverbial platform and your relationship with the university has evolved from student to graduate to alumnus. It is, however, far from the end of your association with us. You may choose to continue your studies or plough furrows anew. You are nonetheless part of a bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which is over 240,000 graduates strong, spanning more than 140 countries around the world, welcomes you into the fold. Our alumni team will keep you informed about the university's own journey, as well as that of your fellow students. We look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or simply visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times that you spent here. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but privileges also carry responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. It is important across your lifetime to always be open to new knowledge and possibility for greater understanding. I would counsel also that you should hold strong opinions lightly and continue to reflect on what and how you know and how you arrived at that knowledge. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourself. You came here so that we might help you realize your dreams. Without ambitious goals, you won't achieve what you set out to do. we know you have endless possibility in front of you. I urge you to continue to work hard. You, your friends and families, and the world as a whole will all be thankful for it. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing every student into engaged community citizens and leaders. I urge you always to give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You do not always have to do very much. Often, a simple gesture or kind word can have an enormous impact. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's long journey. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will also use what you have learnt here for the benefit not only of yourself, but also for others. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along your way, many of whom are here today. To acknowledge their contribution and to thank them, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, please, will all graduates stand? Please place your testamers on your chairs behind you. Now please turn to your family and friends and give them the mightiest round of applause. Thank you. They all appreciate it. Without them, you might not have got to where you are. So congratulations to all of you. Please, before you sit down, please look at my colleagues on the stage. They've also played a considerable part in helping you along this way. They're an extraordinary community of academics. Please, congratulate them also. Graduates, please do pick up your testamers from your seat. The official party will soon be leaving the hall. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Might I now ask everybody to stand? Shortly, I'll lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates. I also invite you to enjoy some light refreshments outside afterwards. Again, to the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest, sincerest congratulations. I wish you very best for the future ahead.